Hi, it's your therapist friend slash friend by proxy here. I felt inspired to make a video because of a comment I had read on an online group I belonged to last night. And then today, when I saw a headline talking about how Michelle Obama is describing going through a low grade depression, I knew it was the time. So, the comment that I read online, I will paraphrase to you, but basically, the person said, I'm trying to keep my head up because things could always be worse. I'm healthy, but I'm pretty depressed. And this person also pointed out that they're feeling guilty reaching out to other people for support because everyone is struggling with something right now. And that is just so relatable. And so I just want to put out there as a therapist, but also as just another person going through this wild pandemic, just like all of us. Yeah, it's true. Everyone is struggling with something right now. And there are heightened numbers of depression going on right now. And I think the way that Michelle Obama described this low grade depression is really important because, when we think of depression in a clinical sense, we tend to think of a mental illness and somebody who is incapable or somebody who needs us to cut them a break or somebody who needs to be treated with kid gloves. And sometimes if somebody does have a more moderate to severe depression, sometimes some of those things can be true. A low grade depression, like what Michelle Obama is describing and like what is described in that comment I was reading to you, is different. And I don't mind saying I've been going through that too lately. A low grade depression for me lately is oversleeping and getting up and forcing myself through things, pulling it together when I have to, like for my daughter, so that she doesn't know anything is wrong. But of course, it makes sense to be feeling down. As this person in the comment talked about, people have been going through different losses. Some of us have lost relationships during this pandemic just because of the not being able to see each other or because of the stress that it takes on each person in a relationship, and only having enough energy to manage your own stress, not somebody else's on top of that, or just not managing it well together, realizing you guys don't have the energy to work through it during these really weird times, or celebrating events alone, celebrating birthdays alone can be really isolating and depressing. Just spending all this time by yourself. Some of us don't have big support networks handy and available to us. And so I just want to put out there that it's really normal if you're feeling a low grade depression right now. And as far as what to do about it, that idea of I feel guilty reaching out to people because everyone is struggling with something, I think that's where we can try to make a difference, is let your friends know how you are available in ways that you can, and whether that is posting funny memes online just to lighten somebody's mood, or whether that is putting a comment out, again, either on your social media or just to your friend network, saying, hey, of course we're all going through something, but I am available if you need to talk. If you are, sometimes we don't have the energy, but if you do, maybe now's the time to let people know that your door is open, so to speak. Obviously not literally, and that's a big difference, Back in normal times, for example, where I worked, we were known for having an open door policy. Where I work, it is not a past tense. We're known for having an open door policy, and that meant if my door's open, you could come by and talk anytime. Well, now we're not in the building anymore. Nobody knows whose door is open. So I think that's a way you can really help people, is if you have the energy to give, let them know your door is open, figuratively. And when you don't have the energy, that's okay too. But I think a lot of us are feeling really isolated on top of the stress we feel, and we're not expecting other people to be able to take the stress away. But what we might be able to do is take some of the isolation away. So I hope I've helped to normalize some of what you're going through. You're not alone, and you are not inferior for feeling these feelings if this is something you're feeling. many of us are feeling it but suffering silently and putting a different face out to the world. So, again, I want to normalize that and to encourage you where you can to figuratively leave your door open. And that's my TED Talk. Thank you for joining.